Welcome back to Learning to DIY. I really appreciate you coming on in. We've got some new 40 volt toppers. They call them toppers, I imagine, because the batteries, are huge. That's a 6 amp hour, and we've got a smaller 4 amp hour, but man, if this is your base, these will slide on top. They've got them on sale at a lot of Home Depots for $10 each, which is, for me kind of crazy for a power tool, but I don't know if they weren't popular or if they're not done with them yet. I thought it was a great idea to have a 40 volt topper. This is the 18 volt Ryobi fan, and I'm going to see how well this pushes on the two different speeds with a really old, like 1.3 amp hour battery or whatever it is, versus this 6 amp hour. I honestly don't know if this is, I don't think it's a knockoff. It was, I believe, it came from direct tool outlet, so I couldn't register it on the Ryobi website. So I guess it's a legit battery. It's just got a different part number. It's OP40605. Oh, sorry, OP40605 VNM, and it says it's a 6 amp hour battery. It seems to perform well on the weed eater and the blower, and I fully charged it for this test. This smaller but older battery, though, I did not test. I'm just assuming 40 volts is going to be a higher fan speed. So this is the fan, and it is model number RY40CF, like Frank, 01B, and yeah, topper fan is what they're calling it. It says a runtime of up to 166 hours, which is great. And it has the hook capacity like this. It can hook onto a 2x4 and multi-directional, which I find it interesting that it can hook onto a 2x4 and still hold this giant battery, but I guess we'll see about that. Or you'll see about that when you try it. USB-C port charges mobile devices, which is a great thing to have, and it's got 3 speeds versus the 2 speeds available there. You can see I also kind of painted it to make Ryobi stand out. I do silly stuff like that. Okay, so let's see, this is twist tied in there, or zip tied in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get out my handy Milwaukee. Oh yeah, looks like it'll pop right out of there. It's got the instructions down there. And okay, so right away we see we got adjustment right there, and right there's the power button. There's your USB-C charging port. There's the port for the battery, and you have to move this out of the way enough to get your hook. So you've got a hook there. That's kind of nice. You can actually slide it in there if it's hooking on something small so it doesn't fall off. That's pretty good. I like it. It's very smooth. It looks like it'll stay. Like, I don't know. Let's put the battery on it. Let's see here. Okay, so that is on there, and I was wondering, it's like, surely this is gonna move if you pick it up by the fan. Yeah. But anyway, set that anywhere. You can see the diameter of the actual fan. The blades in this, I don't know if you can see it, but the blades are kind of smaller on this than, I don't know if you can see in there, but the blades are smaller on that than they are on this. So I'm hoping this pushes some more air. It is swivel, so you can, put it about anywhere and swivel it about anywhere. Looks like about 320 degrees, give or take. And Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I think the fan blades themselves are about the same diameter. You know, just looking through, if you look through, I don't know if you can see that, but they do look like they're pretty, they're different shape, but they're about the same diameter. I'm trying to think what I have, maybe a paper towel to see so you can see it blowing. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but we'll see. Okay, turn this one on high. So getting some good air push there. Not like a ton. I was gonna send this, actually I'm sending this with my wife because she's gonna be sitting outside at an event, and she was missing a fan last year. So I'll probably send both of these with her. So I'm gonna put it on high again, and then I'm gonna turn this one on. Oh my gosh, yeah, huge difference, I can tell already. So here, let's turn this off. Hold on. Oh, okay. There are 4 speeds. Okay, so now it's stopped. There are 3 speeds. So this is our Ryobi on high, the 18 volt. We'll let that spin down. And then this one on high is like, whoa. I mean, it's sucking it back in there. It's like crazy fast. So take it down a notch. That's still a little faster than the 18 volt. That is a little slower. Well, it's about the same or a little slower than the 18 volt. Let me see. I think it's because the fan blades on this 40 volt fan are better for pushing air. These thin blades, even though there's an extra blade, is it one extra or 2? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is a 3 blade, this is a 5 blade, but it's scooping a lot more air out the front. And I think what it meant as far as hooking it onto a 2x4 is like that. So I think like that, it'll hook onto a 2x4, or you can hook it there. On this one, you can clamp it onto a 2x4. It's a clamp fan. So yeah, I'll probably go ahead and send her this one to the event because she's going to be sitting outside. Not a lot of breeze usually. It's either raining or scorching. So that is fan. Ooh. Okay. Wow. That's pretty cool. I like the fan. All right, let's check out the 1000 lumen light. And right now I'm not relying on much light here because I wanted to be able to see the light. All right. Hey, more instructions. Okay, so this has the same swivel, same degrees, same here. This is model number RY40WL01B. So right there, 40 volt battery topper, LED work light. Also shows the same hook, 2x4. That actually snaps out and snaps back, I think, a little better. It's the same. It's the same. Okay, so this bottom piece looks like it's the exact same. It's just what are you going to attach to it? Okay, multi-directional, charges mobile devices. So there's your USB-C on that one. And what is this? Warning. Don't do something. I don't know. Those are your warning symbols. I'm sure it's in the instructions. Okay. 4 modes. High, medium, low, ultra low. 4 modes. Okay. 11 days runtime. Okay. So on a on a single. I assume they're talking about a 6 amp hour. They usually, if they're going to advertise hours, it's usually like, hey, you know, at least a 4, probably a 6. Let's see. Yeah, I was just looking to make sure there's nothing else to say. Oh, there it is. There's your average battery times right there. So you can see if you have a 12 volt or 12 amp hour, how long you can expect it. 264 hours on ultra low. So the apocalypse hits. You need to keep this going for a few days between charges. You can get 264 hours out of a 12 amp hour battery on ultra low. And I've noticed that their battery times, I mean, they're pretty accurate. I mean, not every battery is created equal, but the tools are pretty standard. I mean, provided they're all made the same place or whatever. Anyway, I speak on that which I do not know. All right, so let's put this on the battery on our 6 amp hour. We'll go ahead and turn this off, and we'll have a look. I'm going to take the label off. It's like a 1,000 lumen label. I think we know that now. All right. Good. That is bright. Oof. Yeah, don't look at the screen. But we'll just light up these fans. There we go. Well, I found my fans in a bright light. Okay, there's your second. So I guess it's a 1,000 lumen for this. The first one, I don't see if it says like, yeah, this is medium, this is low, this is ultra low. So with the 6 amp hour, this is a fresh 6 amp hour, except for what we did with the fan. We can count on 130 hours like this on a 6 amp hour. That's pretty cool. But most people are going to use it for a work light. They're going to use it very bright. That's pretty bright for 1,000 lumens. I bet if the Torque Test channel tested this, they would say, yeah, that's pretty bright right there. But you can see it's got a lot of scattered LEDs in there. It's not it's a anti-reflective screen, so it's going to diffuse the light a little better. It looks like it's something you can open too, because it's got some torque screws here, as there are on the back down here. So it looks like if you had a number of these and you had to switch out parts, looks like a fairly easy switch out of parts. Yeah, I hope they keep making these. I'm kind of worried because they're only charging $10 for them. I'm hoping that doesn't mean that they didn't move as fast as they wanted them to, or they may have made these primarily for the secondary market and just distributed. Wow, these are hard to get off. Okay, you want a good snug fit though, so that's fine. Anyway, $10 a piece right now. I've seen them as like $20. I've seen them 25, but really for $10, I would say go out and grab them if you can find them for that. Otherwise, I mean, they seem great if you're just going to sit them somewhere, or if you're going to hang them on a 2x4, and they do swivel around a lot. I don't know if you work with stuff over your head, but yeah, I like them. But I like a lot of Ryobi stuff, and now that they're over 400 tools, you know, it's worth checking out what they got if you're already in the battery platform. So, pretty cool, and I will keep hold of these and send this one with the wife to try to keep her cool. I really appreciate you joining me. I really appreciate you letting me make some mistakes with you, and thanks for learning with me.